It could be right back to prison for a rural Scottish woman after committing nearly an identical crime that landed her behind bars for 2 years. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, there could be more prison time for a rural Scottish woman who was granted parole earlier this year after exploiting a vulnerable elderly woman by forging names on real estate documents and trying to sell the associated property. 49-year-old Londa Neal was arrested just weeks after getting out of prison on new charges of second-degree forgery, abuse of a vulnerable adult, and attempted theft by taking for trying to sell a home just west of Scottsbluff. In 2021, Neal and her then-husband Barry forged a quitclaim deed on the property on Page Drive to sell it without the consent of co-owner Joyce Nelson, and showed the same forged 2021 quitclaim deed from a buyer in Alabama earlier this year after she was paroled. Last week in district court, she pled no contest to the abuse of a vulnerable adult and attempted theft by taking charges, and in exchange for her plea, the second-degree forgery charge was dropped. She could face up to 3 years in prison on each count when she's back in court on September 12th for sentencing. Well, one of the two men arrested in December after pointing a gun at a resident in a Scottsbluff home has agreed to the terms of a plea deal to avoid standing trial. 24-year-old Devontae Gutierrez of Scottsbluff and 20-year-old Gabriel Lanning Cruz of Gering were both arrested on charges of terroristic threats and use of a firearm to commit a felony. Last week in district court, Gutierrez pled no contest to the terroristic threat charge, and the other count was dismissed. He faces up to 3 years in prison when he's back in court on September 5th for sentencing. Lanning Cruz is scheduled to be back in court next month as he still faces the two original charges. And the Scottsbluff Police Department has been recognized for its excellence in training management by Lexipol, a leading provider of solutions that empower performance excellence in public safety. The Lexipol Connect program tracks and evaluates Scottsbluff Police Department's performance on 5 metrics proven to measure success in training management. Chief Chris Brass says the consistent and effective online training management includes training hours assigned and completions tracked, personnel engagement, and external training activities logged.
It is our 3rd year. The first 2 years we received bronze recognition, and this year it's silver, so we're moving up in the world. But it's important, I think, just to show the community that we really are focused on training, making our officers better, and it's like solidifying that effort that we're putting in.
Brass says the most recent honor helps highlight the department's commitment to excellence in training and preparedness for the community they serve. We'll have more news right after this.
Whether you're gardening, searching for the perfect vacation home, or planning your next travel destination, your life is just as unique. Your Raymond James financial advisors, Jody Rosiska and Kevin Figg, get to know you, your passions, and your vision for the future, so you can live your life. That's life well planned.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Welcome back. Alliance City officials say Carhenge has once again racked up an award as a top destination for world travelers. The automotive version of Stonehenge, north of the community, has received a 2025 Traveler's Choice Award from TripAdvisor, the world's largest travel guidance platform. Locations that win the award are among the top 10% of listings around the world. It's based on feedback from those who have visited Carhenge and left a first-hand review on TripAdvisor over a recent 12-month period. Well, Nebraska Secretary of State Bob Evnen is inviting business and industry leaders to take part in a trade mission investment mission to Egypt later this year. Egypt's position in North Africa makes it an ideal gateway to doing business in the greater Middle East region, and our state excels in several sectors that Egypt is keen to invest in, including agricultural goods, manufacturing, water management, medical technology, and more. The mission is currently scheduled for October 26th through November 2nd. However, the dates are subject to change. Those interested in joining the delegation to Egypt can visit the Secretary of State's website or contact the office to learn more.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
From inside the Nebraska Soybean Works studio, I'm Bryce Duskett with you as we take a look at our midday markets. We wanted to spend our time together reviewing some of the things that have been making the headlines when it comes to the grain markets lately. The trade deals with Japan and Indonesia have been the topic of discussion. And while the White House is calling these deals historic, some market analysts aren't exactly convinced, at least just yet. President Donald Trump announced late on Tuesday that Japan would be investing more than $500 billion in the United States, open their markets to U.S. cars and farm products, and pay 15% reciprocal tariffs. But then on Wednesday, a second deal was announced, this time with Indonesia, where 99% of tariffs on U.S. goods would be eliminated. But grain market analyst Darren Newsom, he's a bar chart senior analyst, says pump the brakes.
To begin with, there are no trade deals. I know the White House says there are, but there aren't. That's just part of the game of attempting to move markets. Back in the day, it was called manipulation, whatever, but there are no actual trade deals. Now, can we see exports of U.S. soybeans pick up? Probably not. Since the last week of October, first week of November, we've seen the pace projection based on actual weekly shipments come down consistently.
Newsom points to sluggish soybean shipments, down nearly 200 million bushels from last fall, as evidence that these announcements haven't changed the fundamentals of the grain markets. But he says there are some silver linings out there. He says corn prices have shown resilience, even as supply continues to build in the countryside. He believes we may have already priced in the worst, and that could set the stage for buyers to return this fall.
Positive side on the grain complex really, again, comes back to the corn market. It should be collapsing at this point, but it's not. So, there is this sense that we're building some support in here, possibly on the commercial side. So, as we get through, the end of summer and into early fall, and, we maybe have built in the worst case scenario as far as overall supply and demand, this could start to bring some buyers back to the market.
So while the headlines are loud, the markets are waiting for follow-through. And for now, the grain trade bit skeptical of all of these trade announcements. That's a look at your midday markets. I'm Bryce Duskett for the Rural Radio Network.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
Let's take a peek at your weekend community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Santa came early. Renewal by Anderson's incredible Christmas in July event is so great, even Santa's shocked at the savings. Get 20% off plus no money down, no interest, and no payments for 18 months. That means no payments till 2027. Renewals Acclaim and Ensemble lines are the best of the best. Santa's not waiting till December to get new windows and doors. Neither should you. Call today or visit rbawyoming.com to book your free estimate.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, the 7th annual Downtown Decorating Contest to commemorate the Old West Balloon Fest kicks off soon, and businesses in Scottsbluff, Gering, Mitchell, and Morrill are encouraged to partake. Organizers invite participants to use their windows, flower boxes, parking lots, rooftops, and canopies to spread the excitement of the festival. This year, there will be 4 juried categories: Best Use of Color, Best Host Community Themed, Best Creative Display, and Best First Timers Business Display. All participating businesses are asked to contact Brenda Lacey at 633-1808 and have your business decorated by August 7th. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.